Welcome back, everybody. Kathy Arbor here, and today we're going to be doing a little bit different. Instead of a painting, we're going to make some jelly prints. It is mid-November here, and we've had a few really good frosts. So the trees, it looks like snow. The tree leaves are coming down so fast. So I thought I better collect a few of the leaves from my garden and do up a few jelly prints with these, because that will be the end of the printing with leaves till late spring. Hey Lori, good to see you. So I did collect a few things, some weeds. This was a weed. I don't know what it is, but I like the shape of it, so we're going to use that. I just picked up a bunch of maple leaves off the ground. Nothing with great color this year, though. Oh, I can never remember the name of this. It escapes me. I can't remember what it is. This is a black lace elderberry. And these turned out to be beautiful color this year. And this is Perennial Geranium. And for some reason, these went beautifully red. Different, really intense colors. They're beautiful. I don't know if they would transfer as far as boiling them. I have no idea. Could probably try to squish some of them. This is off of my Wigalia tree, bush. They were turning red this year. And some ferns, some grasses, a few other different shaped maples, some beech tree leaves. They have really, they almost feel like leather. They're so thick. I've got good looking weeds. Yeah. Thought, hey, some yarrows. This is euonymus. It's a miniature euonymus, and it grows, hugs the ground. It's really cool. And it keeps its leaves all winter. So I got a couple of those. What else? Oh, some cotoneaster. This is a ground hugging one too. What else? Oh, some smoke bush. I had to cut my smoke bush down because the snow we got last week just crumpled it. But they grow up really quickly from the stems in the spring again, so I'm not worried about that. Some Japanese grasses, ferns. Oh, this is soft, what is it called? Soft cream, soft, or, you know, the soft ice cream, there's a name for that. Anyways, that's the name of this one. It's very soft. It's quite different than your average cedar. It's a different type of cedar, and it only grows about 10 feet tall and about 4 feet wide. It's really pretty. So I got a couple of that. I think that was it, but I love these. These were really unusual for this time of year, and only one plant did it. I have a number of these, but only one seemed to do this, which was odd. I don't know why. Hey Janet, good to see you. Hi Darlene. Yeah, so a mishmash of different things, different sizes. I like to have different sizes. I like to arrange mine on the plate too, kind of like you would be arranging a floral display instead of just placing leaves wherever. I like that way you can kind of use it in different ways. Like if you're using writing or whatever. Let's see, one thing I gotta look for is my heat gun. My other heat gun, oh there it is. And jelly, or baby wipes. Where's my baby wipes? Might have to run into the laundry room and get those. There's my, plug this in. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to get some baby wipes. Alrighty. I just buy the Kirkland brand. They're non-perfume. They aren't soapy. They work good for me. Put that just there. I just wanted to clean the stuff off of this. Trying to arrange my desk so it's a little easier. You know what it's like when you jelly print. There's not enough, never enough room, never. And I'm going to be working with 2 plates, and I'll show you why. I have a few of the prints that I've done. Now these are just the basic way of doing jelly plate with leaves. So there's a number of different ones here. Some of the, like these ones here, I think, yeah, I think it's these ones I want to add to because I'm not thrilled with them, so you can just reuse them. You know, stuff like that. No point in throwing it out. So I've got those, and then these are the ones I did it last year, I believe, and I like them. That was a squished one with inks. Different color combinations. You kind of experiment as you go. This will be a little bit different because I don't have the same plants. And this is what I tried. I don't think I showed it on a video. I think I did it on my own. And this is using spray paint. So acrylic spray paint. So this is the Liquitex spray. And, oh, that's what I forgot. I have to get some cling wrap to put over my computer. I don't want it getting full of paint. But it's really cool because you use it on your jelly plate and on the paper. Thanks, Vicki. Hi, by the way. So that's not one. That's actually, this one's really pretty. But with using the jelly plate and the paper and the spray together, you get a really mix of texture. And that's what I really fell in love with. So I haven't done this for a while, so I might have to experiment a little bit. Also, if you see, I reuse the leaves. And when you reuse the leaves, it also transfers off of the leaf. So you're getting, what Paula used to say, crusty bits off of your leaves also. So it gives you another effect. Like this one here, the leaf transferred this pattern. And this is just an outline, but these are great to use for doodling on. Here's another one that's no spray paint, but acrylic or artist grade acrylic paint was used on this, so you have more of a transparent look to it. This one I think was a mix of transparent paint and craft paint. Here's another sprayed one. So it's a real different look to those sprayed ones. So I'd like to experiment with that again. And that was it. And then maybe if I have any leaves left over, we might do some embossing with them too. Those are always fun. We'll see how much time I have. Alright, so what I typically do is I use this as my roll on the paint, and then I roll it onto here. That way you get a smoother background. You don't get those, if you've noticed when you do your prints, you might get blobs of paint on it that kind of looks weird. You don't get a smooth color. Thanks, Vicki. So that's what we're gonna do. At least that's the plan. Whether it works or not, we don't know. Now also, it's fun to experiment with color. If you're using acrylic paint, artist grade, because they're translucent, a lot of them are, you'll get secondary colors. So it's fun to play with your plate that way. So it depends on how you want to play with it. So let's see, we can start off, let's start off with a dark color, because your darkest colors will show on the front of your plate. Everything you build up after that is behind those dark colors. So it's the reverse view. So we're going to use, let's use some gray. So I'm going to put it on this. Oh, this is, no, this is black. It kind of looks gray, but I have my roller here. This kind of now what I like to do is put the paint on this way. That way you're not getting overly generous with your paint and you get two prints. Now the artist grade also takes a little longer to dry than your craft paint, which is good. That gives you a little bit more time. So let's try this one to start. So this is just a weed. So I'm going to just plop it on. And then I've got some deli wrap here. And we'll just squish it. I want a really good print. And then I'm going to get a paper. Off to the side here. I'm just going to, and I'm going to lift this. And I'm going to put it on here. You never know what you're going to get. Now, because we already have some on here, we'll just throw some of these on. Let's see. And they'll print differently depending on your veining. I always like to overlap stuff, and let's see. Yes. So you do need a little bit of extra time sometimes. And I'm just going to use the same old paper here. Put it down. Now if you want to use this background for doodling, then just use your copy paper. So then we got that now. I'm going to take a piece of paper. I'm going to take more of that off the background. Hey Nina! You're lurking today? Okay. Okay, so there we got most of the background off, and we have space that you can do doodling in. Or writing, whatever. Now we take these off. Don't throw them out. Okay, let them dry a little bit. And I'm going to take my hair dryer on cool and dry these. Hopefully. Wait a minute. I think it's off. Shouldn't be though. But didn't wreck it. Maybe it's not working anymore. Oh no! Helps if you plug it in properly. Plugged the wrong one in. Oop. Okay. Sorry about the noise. Okay, so now we can add a layer on top of that. Now let's do, see, we've got black. We could do yellow or, here we got some of this PBO gouache. It's kind of got a sparkle to it. Now, I gotta see how this printed. And I'm gonna still use it. That's how the leaf looked. I'm going to put it on this one. I don't think I'll have to have too much, but I can roll it off with the other. It's kind of goopy. Okay, and take a print. So you kind of have to work a little bit fast, but this way you don't waste any paint, which is something I like. Hey, Brenda. Okay, it's not coming up the best, but it did. But it's a nice background. I like that. Got a little bit of shimmer to it. Not a lot, but a little bit. I like that gray and the teal, though. That's pretty. Okay. So there's the reverse. So these are just bases. So now we can add other things to it. So we still have quite a bit here. So let's make this the roll-off plate. And I think, let's see, teal. What other color should we put in here? Blue, orange maybe? Let's make it bright. This is high viscosity. Now it's fairly transparent though. See what we get when we take this off. Yeah, you can use a hair dryer on cool. Don't put a hot hair dryer on. So if you got a cool setting on your hair dryer, that's what you use. Okay. So that's nice and bright. Now I didn't get a lot of the other. It's got a little bit of the aqua in it, but not much. But it's still a cool beginning paper. So just put that over here. I'm just going to wipe this off. If you like the grungy look, you could probably just leave that on, and eventually it will come off. Hi, Joan. Hey, Dorothy. Alrighty, then let's see. We could take bits of this too. Let's see. Let's make a little pretty. I want to go with blue maybe, or brown. Let's go brown this time. I'm going to put it on this side this time, and you'll see if there's much of a difference. There usually is, and I'm going to put a whole branch on. And I like to overlap them too, because they do have a different look when you overlap them. They do show up. Maybe some grass. That. Okay. And this time I'm going to put a piece of paper over top. Like that. Bigger piece for the other edges. And while that's sitting, I'm going to put a branch. And this is a ground cover. I can't remember what it's called. It gets a pretty little flower on it most of the summer. It's like purple. So let's do something like that. Actually, let's take this and put it on top. You really have to rub down the veins and the stems to get a really good clean print. Okay. You can peek, See if it's how it's coming out. Take a little more off. More on there. Alright, so there's your negative. So you can still use those, don't throw them out. I'll take this off. There's your, see, you could use white pen and do some writing in here. We'll take that off. And we'll use this again, so don't throw them out. Let that dry. Okay. And we'll dry this on cool. Alrighty, so let's see what we can put that on that one. So we can look at the ones we've already done. So these wouldn't work because they're too dark. That's got too much on it already. Let's see, that's the ones we just did. We could look at some of these that are kind of alright, but not the best. That one might work for here. Or we could just do a that one might work too, and that one. Let's see. Okay, so this one could work, and this one can work also. Where's that other one? Let's see. Let's try this one. Now we can put another color on top, or if you like it just as is and you're just putting on something like this, you can also use matte medium and it'll lift it. I wonder if you could use fake silk leaves. They're kind of realistic with the veining. Yeah, if it's got veining indentation in it or a bulge of some sort, they'll work. I just find that you get more detail with the real ones, but they will work, definitely, if you want to give them a try. So I can also, let's see, I could take Okay, let's just take some matte medium. Get it open. I gotta bang it. There. And a brush. Where did I just put that brush? Oh, for Pete's sakes, where did I put them all? I cleaned my desk and now I can't find anything. I can't find any of my palette knives. That's weird. Where did I put them? Oh well, I guess I'll just use my finger. So the same amount applies with the matte medium. You don't want too heavy of an application, and you don't want too thin either, because then it won't pick it up. So a fairly thin application. So I'm just wiping it off the side here. Okay, and we're going to use this one and put it down right there. Use this for the edges. And I think I'm going to use this one on here, but I'm going to use a really, really thin coat of white, titanium white, because I kind of want to see through it, so we don't want too much covering it. We kind of want it transparent a bit. I could have used zinc white, because zinc white is transparent. So if you have zinc white, you could use that. But this will just mute it down. Okay, and then we'll put this one on here. Hey, Kathy. What are you working on? Okay, so there's what that one turned out like. So it's still very subtle, but it's nice. It's not too much of it in your face. And this one. So got it just threw that back a little bit. So So you could put a nice picture of a woman's face in here, would be pretty. Have it like that. You could have it as a page, folded. Putting all my stuff away from the trip. Ah, okay. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember how I did the reverse. Or the, how the leaves transferred. Let's do a blue, a dark blue. Now you want a little bit more extra paint on your plate when you're putting down the leaves. Let's do fern. So maybe we'll have, let's see, fern right up here. And let's use some of these leaves, see if we can build up some color. So I'm going to put this guy, put him down like this. Overlapped. This one right here maybe. Where did I put that? Grass. Right there. And another leaf right here. And one of these over here. Like that. And I'm going to take some jelly wrap. Smush it. The deli wrap's nice, but it doesn't take as much of the paint up as printer paper, I find. But you can see through it. Sometimes it's nice to use some tissue too. That works sometimes. Okay, let's put something on here. We'll use this again. Let's put it right there. This right. No, that's too big. Let's use this along the bottom. How do I want to put this? No. See, I'm getting fussy. It's my used to work in a flower shop. So I love doing different bouquets and stuff. Actually, I think I'm going to take do this one. Sop up the excess. I got out my plate and some leaf spinach salad so I can play. Awesome! Yeah, spinach will work. Old silk flowers, yep. You could add string. It's endless, really. So there's the negative. And then I'm going to take another piece of paper. See if I can sop up more in the center here. Put that down there. Peek. Let's take these off. That. I'll let that dry. Let's see what we got here. Take some more off there. That kind of looks cool. So we just improved it. Let's a little bit more off of there. Okay. These off. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so while that's drying, let's see if we got anything we can use. So we just did that one. We could do it on here because it's similar in color, maybe. We could put it on there. You could also put more on this one. Blue and green. That could go on there. This one, that might work too. On there. Okay, so let's dry that with the hair dryer on cool. Okay, so we got this one, that one, this one, that one, and this one. The blue with the yellow would be pretty. Now we can either add a color to this, or we can do the matte medium over top and then just pick it up from this. I think that's what I'll do, is I'll use the matte medium again, and then we should have enough of these that we can start doing spray paint over top also. So it's just taking them and using them over and over and over again. Okay. A bit more. Alright, so we're going to use this one, and we're going to pick up, I think we'll put it right here. And where did I put that thing again? Keep losing it. There it is. That. And then this one, we're going to use this. I'm going to put it on over top of this. It's a little messy, but yeah, you can, as long as it's an acrylic spray. You don't use your spray, you know, the sprays you get at the hardware store. I would use the your Liquitex acrylic spray, or any of the artist grade ones. It's not up the way I want. I'm going to have to let that one sit a little bit. This plate is different, and I don't have as much success with it. There's that one. So that's cool. I like that. You could paint a little fairy standing on here. You could put ladybugs, butterflies. You could just write in here. Coming up, but not as much as I would like it to. So now this one, see how the difference is not as, it still looks cool. But this will be a good one for using for sprays too. Okay, so I think I'm going to wipe this. Thanks, Joan. Vicky. It's fun to do. You never know what you're going to get. I'll clean this one too. Okay. Now, we have this. I kind of like this the way it is, though. I don't know if I want to spray anything on that one. I like it. This one we can add, definitely. We could put more on here, maybe in a different color. Another one. We have the negatives too that we can play with. Okay. I think I'm going to leave this one. I like it. Oh yeah, there's this one too. We can still play with this one. Let's see. Thinking I'm going to get an orange or a gold. Maybe orange. Oh, it's not open yet. This is a Liquitex Cadmium orange, I think. Yep. Okay. This time I'm going to, should I do that? May as well. Just a small bit. Okay, so I think I'm going to put some bigger leaves on first. I'm going to use the backs. No, I'll use the front. This one. This one. See how they're starting to fill up with paint, these leaves? They get really cool. And they start to peel that paint off. It's quite neat. Okay, I think that's it for that one. And I'm just going to throw this fern on here, like that, with a couple leaves just on here. Nothing special. Orange. Okay, orange and blue go good, nice together, so let's use this. And we'll see what we get. Hi Kathleen, good to see you. And this orange. Okay, let's put the orange one on this one. Really get those all those crevices beside the stems. You can take a peek to see how it's coming up. Just take a peek. Now remember that there's already acrylic on this one from previous, so it's not going to take up as much of the here. So there we've got the yellow and the, so you still have a really cool negative, but a little bit different. So let's take this here and see if we can get any more up. So keep all your fails and use them as pickup. And a lot of times you can use those for backgrounds. If you like more of a subtle background, then just use creams, browns, or lighter colors. Okay, so see, this is getting crazy, but it could end up being really cool. Alright, so now I want to take this one. I'm not going to pull this one up yet. What I want to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to place them on top of this. And you can place them the same or different, whatever you want to do. Let's see, this one can go there. That one can go there. See how the paint has I have two different colors now on the plate because the leaf transfers the colors that have been on these. That's not going to do anything. And then I just take a paper, put it over top, and I take this and roll it. So it gets good and rubbed down. Then you can lift it. And now I can take my paint spray now. I don't want it on that though, so I'll have to cover that. Let's see, what color do I want? cream. I have only 3 colors. I have the yellow ochre, I have unbleached titanium, and then I have this really nice green too. Cadmium yellow medium. Maybe we'll do the green. Or we could do a mix too. So just cover my computer. And you just do short squirts. Don't do a little psh. It'll be too much. You just want a light coat. Can you see? Yeah. And then I can take some of the depending on how, you know, how dense you want some of the areas. Okay. Now I can take these off and put them on another piece of paper. So we have this one. So I can take these off and I can put them on here. Whatever, however you want to put them. You just have to play with it. Some of them won't work out, some of them will. Okay, so there's what we have on that one. So we'll let it dry. And then we can still go on top of these again. Hey, Devin! So I have this here. So I can put another piece of paper on top of that. By doing this, every time you use your leaves, they leave a little bit of the past couple applications of paint that they've had, so you get different colors in your work. Okay, so now let's see. I can move these. See, you got a little bit more definition. Now we can still build on this. Don't think that this isn't it what you want. We can still build on this. You just have to let them dry though. Okay, so that's just the negative. See how they build up paint? Just keep using them. Okay, so now we can start new if you want. And we'll dry these. find to pick those up with. I want something light. Could go like that too. Do it with this here and just a bit of, let's see if I have zinc white. I'm pretty sure I do. Cadmium. I got some zinc white, so let's put it on one of these. So, zinc white. Okay, let's use it on this one here. It'll be very pale. It'll mute it a bit, but not much. So let's see what we get. It might not work. You just have to try. I'm going to let it soak into the paper, and as it's soaking, I think what do I want to do? Gold. Thinking how I want to attempt this. That's too bright. What the heck? Never know until you try. I'm going to, I think the green wouldn't work, so I'm going to put maybe just matte medium on this one. this one. Let's see what happens. Hey, Colleen. Anyone that came in I missed? Okay, let's see what this one's doing. Okay, it all came off, and that's how it turned out. So it's pale, but it's kind of cool. You can still work with it, add to it. It's weird. I'm going to let that sit. I don't know why this plate doesn't seem to want to pick up stuff for some reason. Let's see what we can do with these guys. I'm going to take these, well, let's use a green or yellow. What color? Here's a nice color. Let's use this one. This is violet, caput mortem, that's how you say it. It's a nice kind of the purpley side of, I call it kind of a dusty magenta, I guess. Okay, I'm going to put these on. Maybe this one here. I'm going to put this, got paint on the back. So put that there. Another one up here, it's got paint on it. Maybe right there. And this one, I'll put right here.